is doing fine. So today I just want to address something. We are experiencing climate change, which is really persevering across region, nation, and it is a global thing which is affecting everyone. If you are a farmer, you are being affected. If you are not a farmer, you are being affected in one way or another. So we are all affected by climate change. So we have been specialists from agricultural sectors, those from research and other institutions. They have come together to champion the education and the facilitation and also the scaling out of technologies, practices which are helping people to become resilient, especially the farmers. And we are dealing with different kind of farmers. We have those who are middle in terms of the scale they output, and then those who are large scale, and then we have the small scale farmers. So these technologies, these practices, they help us to mitigate, to also adopt and also increase our income, at the same time increasing our income so that we can be able to provide the food that is needed in our communities, societies, in our countries, and also globally. So this issue about, we are talking about agroforestry. We are talking about reclaiming our lands, which is bare. We are talking about making our land to become more greener, and also doing agroforestry together, which is now planting trees and also crops. But now I've realized that there is an issue, and I think it has not been addressed. Although maybe it has been addressed, but I think it's still missing out there among the farmers. So when we talk about agroforestry, do we remember that we need to talk about the species of the trees that are required in a certain region, that are required in a certain land, that the farmer should focus on? Because you'll tell a farmer do agroforestry without encouraging and also advising, training farmers on the species which help to fix nutrients in the soil, which helps to bring that water table up, which helps to create a barrier which is preventing the winds which are destructive in terms of farming, and also those winds which will carry the topsoil, do the erosion. So do we talk about the species, the species which are required, which are very important, which will fix the nutrients in the soil, and also not destroy your land, but help your land to regain its originality in terms of making the soil to be fertile. So this is an issue which is important, because there are certain species of trees, when you grow in a certain area in your land, they tend to be a disaster. Destroy your soil, destroy your crops, become very competitive with your crops, and you end up losing that land to those, becoming it useless. So when we are talking about agroforestry, when we are talking also about the forestry, because sometimes you find the land has no trees, and now we need to do afforestation, so that we can be able to make the land again to become green in terms of vegetation, which is the trees. Remember to talk about the species which are important, not just any kind of a tree which will make your land to be useless. Compete with their crops, you end up losing your area, your land. You end up reducing the land that you could have used for farming. So let's talk about the species, the important species which will fix all the nutrients required, which will help you to create good soil which is good for your crops. Species of the trees are important. There are species which can act, which can give a multiple purpose, which you can use to feed your livestock, which can fix those nutrients in the soil, which you can use as firewood, which it will give you a lot of purposes which you will be smiling as a farmer. But if we end up doing the species which are not good, we'll end up losing our land, we'll end up destroying even the soil. Because when we are talking about climate resilience, we talk of everything, inclusive of soil conservation, soil and water. So soil conservation and management come about what is the vegetative present in our land, which is the type of species present in our land. So if it is a species which is destroying our soil, which is a species, if it is a species which is destroying availability of water in our land, we are making a big mistake. And instead of becoming resilient in terms of soil and water conservation, we end up becoming useless. So thank you for watching this video. I hope it will help you, and I hope you will educate other people. And as you do agroforestry and forestation, ensure that you get all the guidance, you get all the information about them, the species of the trees, what type, like what are the benefits of these species, and what will I get from it, and how it will help me to become resilient. Thank you so much. Let's come together as all of us. We need to advocate for climate resilience, climate change, and how are we going to mitigate? How are we going to become resilient and increase our output, which will increase our income? At the end, we are improving our livelihoods.